The presence of the new coach of the Indonesian national team from the previous coach, Shin Tae-yong, into the hands of Patrick Kluivert, there are still many fans of the Garuda national team have not moved on to the dismissal of Shin Tae-yong. If viewed from the achievement, yes, it does give extraordinary things, but to achieve the target of qualifying for the PSSI World Cup, judging it is not enough. We fans of the national team must also learn to accept and respect the decision of the PSSI. Because we believes they made the decision was not jealous of Shin Tae-yong, they want the Indonesian people to be happy to see our national team can perform in the World Cup, right? But the assumptions of the fans vary about the decision of PSSI to dismiss Tae-yong Shin. The fans also have to be mature, do not immediately blaspheme and insult PSSI. Though the fans do not know the hard work of PSSI to meet the needs of players in the national team to be able to compete with other teams in Group C is not easy. We do not know that their hard work is to achieve the target and please all the people of Indonesia, proud of the national team. While we are said to love football, love the Indonesian national team, do not work hard. Just watch the game but demand that our national team always wins and achieves, right? We are so confused. We are hopes the fans of the national team learn to mature. We entrust everything to PSSI. We also know that the target of PSSI to the World Cup is 2030. So let them work quietly. Do not demand too much. Even if it is now trying to realize the qualification of the World Cup, it is because there is momentum and opportunities are still open. What's wrong with PSSI trying and want to give the best for the people of Indonesia? Right? We believes the PSSI under the leadership of Mr. Erick Thohir. Because he is an experienced person in the world of football, he knows what to do. And no doubt, like that, he was once the owner of a club as big as Inter Milan, DC United in America, and now in Oxford United. How come we doubt him? Let us support our national team. Let the ranks of Coach Patrick Kluivert work. If the target deviates, we hope that in 2030 the Indonesian national team can appear in the World Cup. If now it can qualify for the World Cup, consider it a bonus for PSSI who have fought hard to achieve it, right? Once again, let's entrust everything to PSSI. Precisely, Mr. Erick Thohir knows very well that our national team level must rise again. Because of this pause, we have to be wary of other teams. We do not know that other teams are also preparing themselves for the next match. The Indonesian national team arriving with a new coach will definitely present a new atmosphere with a positive aura looking at the next match. The new coach has now started working, learning, analyzing, and understanding the shortcomings of the existing squad, looking for and adding formulas that need to be added both in terms of tactics or from players. Preparation for the preparation of not only the Indonesian national team, but other contestants also joined in Group C must be the same. Australia, for example. And they are also preparing to qualify from this group. Only we do not know how far their preparation. Moreover, our target against Australia to steal points? 1 point at home they are heavy. Thankfully, we won. But remember well, it is not easy, right? We see Bahrain national team. We who think Bahrain can be defeated turned out to be only able to play a draw 2-2. So also now we play at home to be vigilant. Do not take the opponent lightly. Not necessarily we can win. In football it can happen, right? Bahrain national team, who yesterday appeared in the Gulf Cup, has given a danger signal. They are able to become champions. This is the championship of the contestants of the Middle East countries, if in ASEAN level like the AFF Cup. They beat Qatar, champion Asia 2023, and beat Saudi Arabia also, who will be their opponent in the World Cup qualification. They looked at the match in the World Cup qualifiers with good capital when coming to Indonesia later.
Setetes keringat perjuangan tanpa henti untuk tanah air tercinta kami berbakti. Dengan jiwa dan raga kami persembahkan untuk Indonesia, kebanggaan yang abadi.
Do not forget also the Chinese national team. They are also definitely preparing for the next match. There is news that the preparation of the Chinese national team adds more strength in the players. They strengthen their team by naturalizing players who they think are good and qualified.
Setetes keringat perjuangan tanpa henti untuk tanah air tercinta kami berbakti. Dengan jiwa dan raga kami persembahkan untuk Indonesia, kebanggaan yang abadi.
The same also for the Indonesian national team. Do not take the opponent lightly, because when the fans of the Indonesian national team believe they can beat the Chinese national team, instead they lose, which is why our national team must remain vigilant and focused, because in football everything can happen.
Garuda, kami Indonesia.
And to face the Japanese national team, we can only be realistic. Obviously, they are far above our level. Keep up the spirit and support our national team. Fly high. We are Garuda.